While Marcus lay in a coma, his consciousness had shifted to another dimension. Alex stood before him, the mysterious voice that had said, Code 19, in his dream. This time, everything was clear. He would train for 48 hours, learn the secrets of chosen souls, and when he returned to the real world, he would never be the same again. When Marcus opened his eyes, he wasn't in the hospital room. Around him was infinite whiteness, soft light, and the familiar silhouette standing right in front of him. Alex, the voice that said Code 19 in his dream. But this time, it was clear. While Marcus was in the intensive care unit of Seattle Hospital, his consciousness had awakened in a completely different dimension. In front of him stood Alex, a middle-aged, calm-eyed, wise guide. His clothes were simple but unpretentious, and peace radiated from his being. Finally, Alex said with a smile, I was waiting for you, Marcus. Marcus tried to understand. His body felt light. There was no pain. The moment of the accident flashed before his eyes. The truck, collision, darkness. Where am I? Is this a dream? No, Alex said, approaching. This is real, just a different dimension. You exist in two places at the same time right now. Here, training with me. There, healing in the hospital. Marcus shook his head and looked around more clearly. There was infinite whiteness, but it wasn't cold. It gave a warm, protective feeling. Code 19? He asked. Alex's eyes lit up. The time has come. Sit down. I'll tell you everything. Both sat on chairs that appeared on the ground. Alex took a deep breath. 19 is the code of chosen souls, Marcus. Since the beginning of history, some people in each generation receive these signs. You are one of them. What kind of signs? This isn't just a number. It's a calling. You were chosen to keep danger away from the universe, protect other chosen ones, and ensure justice. Marcus looked in amazement. How do you expect me to accept this? Alex looked and made signs in the air with his hand. Suddenly, their surroundings changed. Marcus found himself in a familiar cafe. Grace Donnelly was behind the counter. Samuel Rodriguez was sitting in the corner. You know them, Alex said. Samuel, Grace. Both were chosen. Your encounters weren't coincidental. The chosen find each other. The scene changed. Ava Morgan was walking in the construction area. Soldiers were saluting her. Ava too. Each with different tasks. Samuel is a protector, Grace is a unifier, Ava is a warrior. And you, what am I? You are a guide, Marcus. You will find the others, direct some of them, show the way. Marcus shook his head from side to side. I'm just an ordinary software engineer. No, you're not. You never were. You told Samuel he needed to develop machines, remember? Your instinct guided you. Chosen souls recognize each other. The surroundings turned white again. Alex continued. You'll stay here for 48 hours. In the real world, this means only 2 days. During this time, you'll receive training. What kind of training? Reading people's energies, sensing dangers, recognizing the chosen ones, and most importantly, controlling power. What's happening now? Alex placed his hand on Marcus's forehead. Like a sudden electric shock, information began flowing into his mind. Marcus saw the past, stories of the chosen from ancient times to today. He also saw the future. Terrible dangers, wars, but also lights of hope. Now you understand, Alex said, withdrawing his hand. This isn't just your story. You're part of an ancient chain. Marcus was breathless. What he saw was overwhelming, but deep down, he knew it was true. What's my first mission? There's a man in the hospital, old, sick, facing death. He's also one of the chosen, but isn't aware of it. You'll find him, help him, remind him who he is. How will I recognize him? You'll know when you see him. The chosen recognize each other. Training began. Marcus didn't notice how time passed. Alex showed him therapy methods, intention reading techniques. He learned to see people's auras, to track traces from their past. Every person has a story, Alex said. But the stories of the chosen are different. They have suffered but become stronger. They have made sacrifices to save others. Marcus listened to Samuel's story. The wounds he received in war, losing his wife, surviving. He thought about Grace's story, helping veterans in the cafe after losing her husband. He learned about Ava's life, experiencing defeat in war, being humiliated, but finally being rewarded. They all went through hardships, he murmured. Yes, they were all tested. So were you. Before the accident, you had an ordinary life. Now you're different. On the second day, Alex gave him practical training. Marcus realized that when he placed his hands somewhere, he could see the past of that place. When he concentrated his eyes, the images became clearer. These abilities can be dangerous, Alex warned. If used wrongly, they cause harm. Use them only to help. The final hours approached. Alex sat across from Marcus. Now it's time to return. But remember, I will always be with you. When you're in trouble, call me from your mind. What if I fail? You will succeed because you were chosen, and the chosen are never alone. Marcus felt his surroundings expanding. The whiteness began to disappear. Alex said for the last time, Marcus, the man in the hospital, room 247. Go and remind him who he is. His name is Edward. Very important. Everything began to darken. Marcus looked at Alex one last time. Thank you. Don't thank me. Do your duty. When Marcus opened his eyes, everything was different. He saw colors more vividly. He heard sounds more clearly. His hands were trembling, but filled with power. Sarah was beside him. Marcus, you finally woke up. Marcus sat up. There was a slight pain in his head, but overall he felt fine. Sarah, is there someone in room 247 in the hospital? Sarah was surprised. Yes, there's an old patient named Edward. His condition is very bad. Marcus took a deep breath. His first mission was about to begin. Can I see him? But you just woke up. Please, it's very important. An hour later, Marcus entered Edward's room. The old man was connected to machines, breathing with difficulty. But when Marcus saw him, he understood. Alex was right. The chosen recognized each other. Edward's eyes opened and looked at Marcus. At that moment, both felt everything. The connection between them was clear. Who are you, son? Edward asked in a weak voice. Marcus approached. I am your guide, and I came to remind you who you are. Something flickered in Edward's eyes. Hope, recognition, remembrance. Marcus now had a new life. He had learned the real meaning of what 19 encoded. He was no longer ordinary. He was part of a chosen cause. And his first mission would begin here, in this room, with this old man. The coma was just a beginning. The real adventure was starting now.